6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock.
Bells.
Bells?
Yes.
Hello! Hi, everybody. Oh, yes, it's 6 now.
More bells.
More bells. So let's wait for the bells.
Yes. It is what happens when you have a church so near. Yes.
Okay. Enough. No more bells. So, good afternoon. Welcome to Tuesdays with Fran. I am Fran.
And I am Elo.
The mask singer.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
And today, hola Jorge.
Hola,
So good to
Jorge.
see you. And today we are in Logroño. Logroño is the capital of La Rioja. Maybe you have heard about La Rioja wine region. Well, this is the capital city. Obviously, in the city there are not too many wineries, so we are not going to go visit any winery.
Okay.
There's a car coming.
Okay.
Come on, we've been here for half an hour. Not even one car has showed up. And in the moment we start broadcasting, bang, car. So anyway,
Y no tiene sitio para aparcar.
yeah, he has
encima,
to go
yes.
because there's no place to park. So we are going to start our visit. Hi, Susie. How are you? So good to see you. We're gonna start. We have started here because of this graffiti that
Yes.
we have.
It is
right.
really great.
Yeah, it's
I
amazing.
love that. Yes.
It is. Seriously, wines in La Rioja? Nah. Hi, Janet.
No wines. No.
No wines.
No.
Hi, James. Good afternoon. So anyway, this graffiti is this whole pilgrim with the stamps that the pilgrims have to have on their pass, on the credential, on the Camino passport. Okay.
Yeah, you know, when a pilgrim is doing the Camino, always wear a kind of passport, and in any stop, they need to have the stamp with the date of the day they have crossed, and of course the name of the town or the church.
So let's turn the camera around because it's much better. Today is a super windy day, so please let us know if the wind is affecting.
Yeah.
Okay, so please be kind and let us know. So we love this graffiti because all of those are. Hi, Jamie. Good morning. Well, good afternoon for us. So as you see, hi Nora. Good afternoon. You see all the different stamps that the gentleman has, like tattooed.
Almost all of them are from here, from La Rioja.
Rioja, yes.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, I don't know, we're in the Camino de Santiago, and today we're going to talk again about the Camino. So I think it's a very good moment to start our city tour.
Okay, here, that one
Yeah.
is the route.
Okay,
The route, yes,
okay, let's see if I can zoom in.
yes,
That
because
one,
we
shoulder?
can see, we can
Today
see.
we cannot go to see the bridge of here, of Logroño, but that is the coat of arms of here, of the city. It is this bridge that is from the 18th century. There was a previous one, and those towers in the middle. That is the coat of arms of
Yes.
Logroño. So as we said, Logroño, it is the first. We are not in Navarra right now. This is La Rioja. So this is the first stop for the pilgrims outside of Navarra. When the pilgrims arrive into Logroño, they're welcomed by this magnificent church.
It is really hard.
Super windy. So it's the Church of Santiago, St. James Church. Okay.
Yeah, this is the most ancient church that they have here in Logroño. In fact, it is believed that the first church in the start of the town of Logroño was here, when Santiago stayed around here trying to Christianizar. How do you say that? To Christianize the first step of the Christianism, in fact.
Okay. So I think the mass is about to start.
Yeah.
Why don't we try to sneak in?
Okay.
And okay, the mask. That's
Yes,
right.
we will need the mask
Okay.
for getting inside. Okay.
So we're gonna give it a try. We have no idea if the mass has started yet or not. If we just walk in and leave, just we'll walk out. Okay. So let's give it a try.
Okay. Shh, shh.
Let's be quiet.
A ver si no nos ve el cura.
Yes. Hopefully the priest will not get to see us, so we can show you at least a glance of the inside. Okay.
I think that this is one of the most beautiful churches that we have here. Try to see where is Santiago. over Santiago, it is la matrona de Logroño.
Main patroness.
Yes, how can you say main patroness?
Yes.
La Virgen de la Esperanza.
So it's the Holy Mary of Hope.
Hope.
Okay. Let us show you the ceiling because it's very beautiful. And let's go outside so we can talk. Okay.
Yes, better because they are praying.
There's people praying.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Hola, Patricia. So the main patron saint of Logroño, it is the Holy Mary of Hope, Esperanza.
Vale, Hope is Esperanza, okay. Yes, okay.
So, and she's called that way because the people from Logroño, they ask protection to the Holy Mary to when
yes, during the 16th century, 1521, French king tried to invade
was François
Logroño.
Premier, Francis the First.
Yes,
okay,
tried to invade Logroño, and the people from Logroño with some soldiers, they tried to fight against this big army, and they say that was the help of this Holy Mary. Because
and that's why she became the Holy Patroness. So here at the entrance of the Church of Santiago, we have the two most important representations of St. James. One, which is the typical one, St. James,
the Pilgrim.
The Pilgrim, represented as a pilgrim with his walking cane, with his scallop shell, with the coat, the raincoat over him. Okay, that is the traditional representation of St. James. And on top of him, we have the second most important representation of St. James, very, let's say, politically incorrect.
Yes,
okay?
probably, yes.
So all of those heads represent Moorish people, and he is on top of a horse. He is the Moors slayer. Okay, those are the two big representation of St. James. As you can imagine, this representation of St. James, a Christian saint, with his sword stepping over all of the Muslims, it has to do a lot with the beginning of the meaning of the Camino de Santiago. The Camino de Santiago started when the Muslim Empire was in Spain and the Christian kingdoms of Europe were very afraid. So the representation of St. James was trying to get the Moors out of here. So today, this image, I think, would be it's an anachronism.
But we are still saying
Matamoros.
Matamoros.
Yes.
That sounds really bad now. Yes.
Today, I mean, Matamoros, which means Moors slayer, it is a last name in Spanish. There's a lot of families that are called Matamoros. And obviously, on their ancestry, that's what they have.
Yes, and it was un orgullo,
it was a pride, yes.
To have this last name because they fight against the
controversial today, as you can imagine.
Yes.
But, well, it's history, and not proud of it, but that's what it is. So, as Ella was saying, the basis of this church of Santiago, it dates from the 800s.
Yes.
Okay? So, all of these little stones that you see, totally different shape, patterns,
yes.
The base, they are from that time period. Okay.
After the church was reconstructed in the 15th
century for hand,
something like that, yes, because they suffered a big fire.
There's a big fire, huge fire here.
Yeah.
And here we have something a little bit weird. We have all of these dies. Okay.
How you are going to try to explain that in English?
In English, that's going to be complicated.
This is quite normal for us in Spain, but it's not going to be easy.
Here we have a board game, and in Spain, in Spanish, we say el juego de la oca. We've been looking for it in English. I think you call it the geese game or the goose game.
Something like that, or the goose wild.
The goose wild. It has many different names.
Yes.
In Anglo-Saxon countries, it's not very popular, but in Latin countries, and especially in countries where we are, in the Camino de Santiago, it has a lot of meaning because this game is a board game and you play with the kids. It really represents the way from the border to Santiago de Compostela and back.
It is like a guide.
It's a guide.
It's a guide. In fact, it's a guide. And many times they have said that was the guide for the Templars.
For the Knights Templars. So the thing is that from here you go from bridge to bridge, from church to church. So it is a board game. And what Elo is explaining about the Knight Templars, it is that For the Knight Templars to become Templars, one of the things they had to do was go over the Camino de Santiago, to walk the Camino de Santiago. So this is one of those things. Also, one of the important things is the origin of the dice. Okay, you know, when you play poker and all that, you use these things. I don't know if you have ever realized that the dice, when you add the opposite sides, they always add up to 7. So let's see. This one, here we have 1. On the other side, it has to be the 6.
The 6, yes.
6 plus 1, 7. Here we have 5. On the other side, we have to have the 2. And it is. Okay, so what's the deal with that? In Christianity, I always like to explain that numerology is very important. The 3 repeats continuously in the Bible, the 3 Marys, the 3rd day Jesus Christ resurrects, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And the 7, it's a number of creation, okay? The 7 is a sacred, holy number, okay? How many days did God took to create the world? 7 days. So the 7 in the dice is a representation of this creation, okay? This holy, the game of the goose. Thank you, Joyce. You are the best. Thank you for sharing that. Goose and the way to San Luis. Perfecto, even better. So thank you very, very much for that. So the 7 is a very important representation. Okay, so that's one of the things very important.
Yes.
Okay, so hola Susana, let's show you another thing from here. The thing is that we are in the Camino de Santiago, okay, and this Christian pilgrimage, has a lot of symbols, and many of the symbols are about purity and all of these things. This fountain,
and a lot of tradition.
A lot of tradition.
Yes. Siglo XVII.
17th century, 1600s. Okay, although there was a previous one.
Yes, that one is a reconstruction from the 17th century, from the 1600s.
Yes.
Yes. And the one was
the one before.
Yes, was from the 11th or 12th century.
The thing is that here, as you see, we have 2 faucets, 2 water thingies. I don't know. And the tradition is that it is for purify yourself before you go inside of the church. One of the faucets is to clean your hands, to wash your hands, and the other one was to wash your feet. So your hands, your body, your soul, it's clean before you go
get inside. Yes, because in fact this is the
church.
entrance to the village of Logroño, to the town of Logroño.
Yes. Okay, so let's keep on walking in Logroño. So Susana, you liked it when you were here about 1,000 years ago? It's a beautiful city. And the thing is that besides being a beautiful city, it has a lot of history into it, we have a lot of wine. The thing is that the city...
And tapas.
Yes. But the city of Logroño, historically speaking, we have to go back to the Roman times, okay? And the Romans, here we have a big river called Ebro, E-B-R-O, which is the river with more water in Spain. Oh, let's cross here. We don't want to be run over.
Yeah, I think it's one of the biggest in the north of Spain, at least.
Northern Spain is the biggest river we have.
Yes.
And this river goes all the way to the Mediterranean. So for the Romans, the river Ebro was, let's say, the freeway or the highway to the Ebro river, right? So to the Mediterranean. So all the wine, all the production, all the trade done from here. Here the Romans had a port, and they would take all the goods
to the Mediterranean, to Italy. Yes.
So it was pretty cool. So this has always been a big trading place, and as we say, this is a Roman city. Oh, sorry, my allergies are killing me. Yeehaw. So I was telling you, the Romans created this, and the Romans, they knew how to live very well, and they realized that in here the soil, the terroir, it's very good, very rich to grow grapes. So from Roman times we have had grapes, wine production in here. The street where we're walking right now, we are in the Camino de Santiago, okay, but it is what we call the wine street of here of La Rioja.
Yes.
Because as you can see, we have Bodega, La Reja Dorada, the Golden Gate. Bodega is winery, but we have all along.
16th century.
It's from the 16th century,
500.
1555. So we've always had wine around here. And the thing is that what we see in here, it's only half of the street.
Yeah.
The other half, where is
It's
it?
down the street.
It's under the
Yes,
street.
under. Okay.
It's down there. It's
down.
everywhere underneath. We have a lot of caves.
All these houses, they have their own caves under the houses, and they had their wines there. What happens? It wasn't allowed. Yes, have you seen the car?
Yeah.
It wasn't allowed to drive a carro. Yes.
A carriage.
Yes. In that time.
Wait. All along La Rioja, you have wonderful little hotels like this one for the Rua Vieja. So being hosted in La Rioja is a great thing. Sorry, continue.
And what happens? It wasn't allowed to drive a
Carriage.
here because the wines could get stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So imagine the philosophy of the wine here.
They need silence and
quietness.
Yes, because the carriage could move the
barrels and
yes.
the whole thing. So, as we're saying, the greatness of La Rioja wine, it's now there's this movement of slow food, slow tourism, slow everything. Well, here they have done it all their lives. Okay, really, the way they have produced the wine is a very tranquil, very quiet. Let's not stress the grapes. Let's not stress the vineyard. Once the wine goes into the barrels and stays in the cellars down
that
here,
was in the 16th century.
we're talking
not now,
15th, 16th century. What they did, they wouldn't allow carriages go through here, so that way the cellars that are underneath, they would not stress the grapes, which I think is fantastic, right? And many wineries all around La Rioja, they still do more or less the same. It's very nice and very, I don't know, it's, if you're a foodie, if you're a wine person, La Rioja is one of the places you need to go because they have amazing wine, great prices, and amazing wineries. I mean, really great.
Yes.
But the other thing about La Rioja is
the
Camino
we
de
were
Santiago.
here to talk about the Camino, not to talk
Yes.
about the wines.
One day we'll go to La Rioja winery, okay? By the way, sorry. So, unfortunately, this year, although it's Holy Year, because it's on July 25th, which is the day of St. James, it falls on a Sunday. It was last year, but we had an extra year because last year there was nothing. This year there's absolutely no. We're beginning to see some pilgrims, okay?
Yeah, but
and this is one of those amazing hostels for the pilgrims. Okay,
it's completely closed.
it's closed.
It's really
all
sad
closed,
to
but it's very I think it's sad.
It's really sad to see that. No, I don't like it. Yes, it's really sad.
Yeah.
We have seen like 2 pilgrims in
Yes.
the Camino for coming here
Yeah.
in the way when we
We
were driving.
We were
yes?
driving. There was only 2,
Only
which is
2 pilgrims
nothing.
is nothing. Yes.
Nothing. So it's very strange, but hopefully now we're in Spain. We're beginning to open up. The vaccination is going much faster, so we are very well. This beginning, hey.
Yes.
So last week it was said on the news that elderly people, age 50, me, are going to start being vaccinated this month. It's like elderly people 50, I'm not happy. I'm elderly.
Señor anciano.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's what they say. Anyway, there's another beautiful church, the Church of the Palace. And here, probably the most important thing, it is that incredible Gothic spire. Okay, this is the second most important church on the street of the
Yes.
Camino de Santiago, the most important one.
Yes,
It is
the one of Santiago. Yes.
the one of Santiago. This one that unfortunately is closed. They are not opening it until who knows when. It's been closed for a year now. It will hopefully be opened again. I love this church. I mean, I love that spire. But the most important one is
The one of Santiago.
The
And it's the
cathedral.
one who is always open.
Yeah, that one, the one in Santiago is always open.
I like too much that.
Do you like the cathedral? Okay, let's
Yes.
go see the cathedral. That's where
Yes.
we're going now.
Hi. It's a little bit strange, no?
You're just a youngster. Yes, I am a youngster. I'm a baby.
Tampoco te pases.
Young kid. No, but it was like, excuse me? What do you mean that?
The good news is that
Elderly.
you are going to get back.
Yes, I'm gonna be vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
Vaccinated. I've learned this word because I didn't know how to pronounce it either. I was like, vaccinated, difficult word.
Yes.
And they say that my generation, the 50 plus, we are going to be vaccinated with the Janssen, which is only one shot. So we're very happy with that. Well, you're a youngster, girl. You're too young.
I need to wait at least until June.
You're
The
going
end
to
of
have
June,
to join
something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're 30,
18.
30, 18?
18. I am
18.
18.
Yeah.
No, sorry, no, better, 21.
21.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So you
I
can drink.
stop there, yes.
That's right. You don't ask a lady her age. Hola viejo. Hi Cyril. You made it. Okay, look at the clouds. It's like, okay, they're so dark, so threatening. Whoops.
Perdón.
And from here, we get to see the beautiful towers of the Cathedral of La Rioja,
Yeah.
of Logroño. By the way,
They are named Las Gemelas.
the Twin
here.
Towers. Yes. Let's see.
They talk about the gemelas always. The
Yes.
twin, yes.
The twins. The thing is that this is not exactly a cathedral. This is a concathedral, which means this is a very weird thing because in Spain we have one cathedral per region, okay, per state, let's say it that way. But here in La Rioja, they don't have one, they have two, okay? Everybody considers this one because this is the capital of La Rioja. Everybody
But I think
considers
that
this.
It's really more beautiful.
Yes,
the other
one, La de
is.
Nájera. Yes.
Yeah.
But we're not going to it because it's far away from here. So,
That's because Nájera was the capital of the kingdom of
Yes.
Nájera, yes.
okay, so let's take a little angle. If suddenly we start running, it's because it starts raining. I just felt a drop in my forehead. It's like, oh my god. Okay, so let us show you the beautiful twin towers of La Rioja. I love those towers. By the way, the name of this church, of this cathedral, it is called La Redonda, which means the rounded one, the circle
Yeah.
one. But if you see,
It is not redonda.
it's a square. It's not a circle. It's
But
like
it is
this-
supposed that we had here.
That was a previous one.
Yes, a previous one.
Let's get closer to show
Yes.
a little bit the front. So the previous one
Could be.
was from the old one was rounded. Okay, it was octagonal church.
Sí, más o menos.
Octagonal.
Octógono, yes.
Yes. So
The cathedral is from the 15th century,
okay.
but of course this door
This-
is, I think it's
It's
later.
Baroque.
Yes, it's Baroque.
Yes.
It's Baroque.
This is a beautiful Baroque gate with all of this incredible work.
I can see nothing without my glasses.
You can see nothing
Yes.
without your glasses. I think it's such a beautiful and delicate cathedral. It's
You know what happened in that square?
not good things happen here.
Not good things, no.
Let's go back in time. Okay.
You know, could be quite interesting, yes?
Yes, I think it's very
Yes.
interesting to,
Yes.
to talk about this. Long time ago, when the Holy Inquisition was in Spain,
17th century,
17th
something
century,
16th, 17th
1600s.
centuries. Yes?
the people from the Pyrenees in Navarre, especially the women,
Yeah. From where?
they were
Yes.
all considered witches.
I really can't understand why.
Just on the Pyrenees.
Yes.
No, the thing is that they were all considered witches, and they were brought to here, to La Rioja, to Logroño, to be
Para ser juzgadas.
to be judged.
Yes.
Okay, so the trials to decide if they were witches or not, they were done in here, and in this square. Oops, sorry.
Okay, it is supposed that they were
In this square.
torturated and everything before coming here. Because of that, they were ya fueron juzgadas
Yeah,
previamente.
they were prejudged before they arrived here, and in this square is where they set them all on fire,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yes.
So, especially for us, the people from Navarre,
Yes.
this is kind of a sad story that it is
But
history.
in fact, it was so sad because you need to know that in that moment, that woman were the last one that were buried. Yes, fueron quemadas.
Burn.
Yes, they were the last one being burned in Spain, accused to be witches. You know, it was the last time. Yes.
So, well, it is history, and once again, we have to share it the way it was. So, not very happy with that, but let's go to Laurel Street, should we?
Yes,
Okay. Because
I like Laurel Street.
Laurel Street, Laurel, it's fennel, I think. Is that how you say it in English? Or it's a leaf? Fennel.
Yeah.
I think it's fennel.
I don't know the name in English, but it's the
Sage,
thing
fennel.
that you use to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah?
¿Es esto Laurel?
No, no sé.
No? Okay.
Estoy sin mis gafas.
You're nowhere near. Anyway, the thing is that there is this street here in Logroño called Laurel, which is known everywhere around Spain because it is the tapas street of La Rioja. Okay, there's bars and bars and bars and bars, all full of tapas. Okay, so if you have a chance,
Bay leaf.
bay leaf.
Okay, bay leaf. Yes.
Until 300. You're right, Sherry. Who knows how we are going to be remembered in 300 years from now? Well,
No muy bien, seguro.
not very well. You're right.
Sorry.
Anyway, so the tapas scene here in Logroño is a very, very big issue. People from everywhere around Spain come over here
Okay.
to go for tapas.
It's not the first time that we have taken the car for coming here.
Yes, many
spend
times.
1 or 2 hours and
Yeah.
we come back to Pamplona.
Yeah, it's like you go for tapas. Laurel, bay leaf. Yes, thank you.
Bay
Thank you,
leaf,
everybody.
yes.
Bay leaf. So this is the central market. That unfortunately is afternoon, so it's closed. It's barely, almost closed.
Yeah.
But it's the entrance to Laurel Street, and I would say
That one
that
is from the start of the 20th century.
yeah, I would say that the most typical tapas here are the mushrooms.
Yes.
I mean, everybody loves their mushrooms. And now Laurel is going to be
It's
closed.
closed
Everything.
because of the
COVID.
COVID issue, because it is not allowed to stay in the bar asking for a pincho and eating.
Not here in La
Inside,
Rioja.
Not
That's-
in the bar. Yeah, you need to stay outside in the
Yeah, in the street, and
or
as it is-
perhaps only 40%
Yeah.
of the
So hopefully restrictions are beginning to be a little lighter and a little bit easier.
I hate COVID.
I hate COVID too. We need to go for tapas.
Yeah, at this rate, you take the car, you drive like 50 minutes,
Yes.
and you're gonna start here.
So
having
all of
a
this street, this
tapa?
tiny narrow street, is all full of bars with tapas. To me, one of the best places, and I love it, it's this one, La Tabina. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we didn't say the population of Logroño. You are right. 150,000.
Yes.
Okay. Of the city
It's
of Logroño,
almost
La
half
Rioja.
of the
of the size of
population of
Pamplona.
La Rioja. Yes.
Yes, and La Rioja is 300,000 people. Okay.
It is almost half
thank you, Sharon.
Pamplona and Navarra.
Yes, Pamplona is double, exactly the same. So La Tabina, if you look for them, they have. If you ever come here, look at the wine selection they have, and you can buy the glass. Okay, so they have probably one of the best wine counters, I would say, in the
Okay,
world.
yes. Okay.
I mean, and they
Probably,
have
but this
super.
is not the best place to
No,
have a
no.
pincho
Well, they
in
have-
the street, Laurel.
Well, they
No.
have some very interesting tapas, but I mean, it looks so strange to see it this way.
Yes,
Everything goes
it's
because
really sad.
normally.
It is a sad to see the Pilgrims hostel
And if
closed.
you see here on the floor, there's all
You
of
know
this
how we
line.
say that in Spanish? La senda del elefante.
There we go. The thing is that we say this is like the way you start walking when you walk in this street is straight, but by the time you reach here, which is only 3 bars, you have drunk so much wine that you start walking like you're drunk, and this is the path that you take. All right.
Yes.
So that's one of the cool things about this city is that they have amazing tapas. So hopefully by the
really
time you guys can come over here, all of these will be open, and it's gonna be super mega fun to come to La Rioja and try the shrimp and try their mushrooms. It's really an amazing experience. If you're a foodie coming to the north of Spain, it is one of the things. What else? Well, let's go from here and let's.
Yes.
Because here the connection might be a little weaker.
Yes, because the street is
An
so
elephant
narrow. Yes.
could probably. Logroño, yes, Loribel, it's so
Es la
beautiful.
senda del elefante.
Probably drink a whole lot more than we could. Well, yeah, but we can try to practice. La senda del elefante, yes, the elephant's path, is that how we say. It's super cool. I mean, I love La Rioja. And that's one of the things that I like always to say that, darn, there's
Yeah,
music
but
there.
we're in a concert.
Is that, they're gonna have a
Nos
concert here.
quedamos, ¿no?
We're saying, yeah. Yeah, the thing is that all along the Camino de Santiago, there's a lot of food. Food is a very, very important thing in the
And
Camino
wine.
de Santiago, and wine.
Yes.
And if you are interested in doing a Camino de Santiago tour, I am proposing a Camino de Santiago tour. Okay, we're not going to be walking 500 miles.
It is.
And what I'm doing, it's I'm going to be doing a 10 days Camino de Santiago, 10 or 11 days, and we're going to go by bus. So check on the feed from here, where you have a link to my website, and you can start reading about it. Okay, so I'm beginning to organize everything. I put a price that now is super overpriced, but I'm thinking about doing a Camino de Santiago tour. I'm proposing one. So it's going to be for small groups. So let's think about it for the short future. Okay. And let's finish all the way up here. Sorry. So you were saying, hello, that today
Hoy
is.
es el Día Internacional de los Museos.
Oh, that's right.
Por
Today's
eso, en el
museum.
Museo de La Rioja estaban preparando un concierto.
Right, today's International Museum Day. So if you have a museum nearby in your homes, probably the ticket will be free today. So do a Camino wine and tapas tour. That's what we're going to be doing. I mean, I'm going to do a Camino with a lot of food, a lot of wine, a little bit of walking, a little bit of meditation, a little bit of time solo. So it's going to be a great tour. So
I think I
next
need
year,
to do
you
this
want to
kind
come
of-
with me?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
without
because I
kids.
need a lot of meditation. Yes,
No kids, please.
no kids alone.
So, the end of our tour today is going to be showing you this chimney, which is the Tabacalera building. Okay, long time ago it was a convent of nuns, but by the 1800s, sorry, it was turned into a tobacco factory. Okay,
Yes.
it was 19th century, 1889. It became a huge tobacco factory. Okay,
Yeah,
so
the most important in the north of Spain.
here you have to think that the trading here has always been very important, and this chimney is the only remaining we have now of that tobacco factory. Now this building, it is the central library
Yeah.
of Logroño,
Y el Parlamento.
and the parliament on the other side. That's
Yes,
right.
which is really important. The Parliament of the
Yes,
state of La Rioja.
they are very, very powerful. Let's put it that way. A very, very wealthy estate. Oh, sorry, too easy. Let's try to get right. Okay, we
Yes.
want to say goodbye with less wind.
We are getting out of the whole part of town.
Okay. So are we kind of done here?
Yes. Okay.
So everybody,
I'm going
it's been a great pleasure being with all of you
pull it
today.
out. Yes.
As we always say, all of these tours are tip supported. Thank you very much for your tips. They're really helping us a lot. We love doing these tours. We love to see you following us. We think it's amazing. If you have liked the tour, please share it. We want the more people who can enjoy the north of Spain. We would love people to fall in love with our land.
Yes.
And we'll see you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we are going tapas.
I'm going to be voluntary to this tour.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
coming too,
yes,
no?
yes, of
Next
course.
week we are going to visit probably our favorite
Yes,
tapas bar
yes,
in Pamplona.
in
It's
Pamplona.
called Gaucho, and we have been invited into the kitchen, and they're gonna show us how to cook and eat some tapas.
After we will eat some tapas and probably drink some wine.
Where's
Thank
the
you for being there, yes.
Hi, Paul. It should be on the text if you want to link to my website. Okay. under the tip and everything. Down there should be somewhere. If not, I'll post it. Everybody, thank you very, very much. Sorry for the wind.
Yes.
Have a wonderful week. Besos. I'll see you on Sunday cooking, where I know and I we're gonna be cooking tarte tatin, a French beautiful cake that I love. So, hola with Jamie, everybody, it's been a great pleasure once again.
Bye bye.
Have a wonderful
Thank
day.
you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Uh-oh.